7.8 magnitude earthquake has leveled parts of Nepal. It is now morning over there, and the death toll has passed 1,800. Homes are toppled, as are temples and historic buildings. The streets of Kathmandu are covered with rubble. Huge avalanches on Mount Everest. Right now, it's a search for survivors and bodies. Now, in the midst of all this chaos, there are stories of survival, and some of them are coming from Utahns. Good for Utah's Aldo joins us now live in studio with more on what these Utah survivors are saying. Aldo.
At least 8 Utah residents are currently in Nepal. Now, we spoke to a father anxiously waiting for his daughter's return, and one gentleman gave us an exclusive first-hand account of the quake.
I was downtown in a restaurant in the center of the city, and just all of a sudden, just shaking occurred, violent shaking.
Over 1,000 people are dead and even more injured. Many are displaced from their homes.
It's like out of an apocalyptic movie. There's rubble everywhere.
As seen through these images from a 7.8 magnitude earthquake that struck near the capital of Nepal shortly after midnight. In an exclusive interview with ABC4, Utah resident Ryan Erickson described the horrifying event.
It's just so powerful. I can't even describe how powerful. The road was like bending. Just everything was just glass falling, and I was witnessing buildings falling, and a huge water tower fell off a 7-story building and fell right in front of me.
Ryan was part of a group of 5 Utah residents who made the trip to climb Mount Everest. He was the last of his group left in the region when the earthquake hit.
We just heard that the earthquake actually triggered an avalanche there today, which has killed so far 8 climbers at base camp, and we were just there 4 days ago.
However, a group from Utah was on the mountain when it struck.
She was crossing a suspension bridge, and when it hit, so they were, several 100 feet at least above the ground, crossing a river.
Andrew Riddle's 20-year-old daughter Lexi was climbing the mountain with Appa Sherpa, a Utah resident and the most famous Mount Everest climber in the world.
We had people crossing in front of them, and she saw an avalanche come down the mountain and hit somebody.
At least 10 people have died from avalanches set off by the earthquake. Meanwhile, people remain shaken up hours after the initial impact.
Everyone's without power. Everyone's sleeping outside tonight because no one feels safe to sleep anywhere in the city. We've had about 15 aftershocks all day today.
But rescue crews continue to dig, searching for any signs of life. Now, several countries, including the United States, have offered relief. Both Ryan and Andrew are asking people to pray for everyone affected by this tragedy. Thankfully, Ryan and Andrew's daughter are both doing well. Now let's hope that they get home safe.